Hello dear students, today the topic of the class is Z transform. In this class you will be understanding few problems of Z transform. In the previous class we have seen the definition of Z transform, inverse Z transform, ROC, properties of ROCs and finite duration sequence and infinite duration sequence of Z transform. In this class we will be solving few problems. So, let us start with the first question. Find the Z transform of given sequence x of n is equal to u of n. Coming to the solution, write the sequence x of n is equal to u of n. What is the Z transform equation? Z transform of x of n is equal to x of z, which is given by summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n z to the power of minus n. Now write what is z to the power of, what is x of n, substitute it here. N is equal to minus infinity to infinity, x of n is what? U of n, z to the power of minus n. And you know the waveform of u of n, it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till infinity it goes on. Its value is 1 from 0 to infinity. Amplitude is 1 from 0 to infinity. This is u of n waveform. What is the definition of u of n? And at negative values it is 0. So, u of n is equal to 1 for n greater than equal to 0 and is 0 for n less than 0. Okay, so we can change the summation. N is equal to 0 to infinity u of n. What is u of n value from 0 to infinity? Its value is 1, z to the power of minus n, which can be written as summation n is equal to 0 to infinity z to the power of minus n, which is written as summation n is equal to 0 to infinity z to the power of minus 1 to the power of n. So, what will be its ROC? Its ROC should be definitely this z to the power of minus 1 should be less than 1. Okay. So, let us simplify this equation. You are knowing the formula, summation n is equal to 0 to infinity alpha to the power of n, where alpha is less than 1, then we can write it as 1 by 1 minus alpha. This summation you have to remember. Okay. So, what you will get for this one? N is equal to 0 to infinity alpha to the power of n is equal to 1 by 1 minus alpha. What is alpha here? Z to the power of minus 1. So, this is x of z. Okay. So, it can also be written as z by z minus 1. So, what is ROC for this one? ROC is mod z to the power of minus 1 should be less than 1. It means 1 by z less than 1 implies mod z greater than 1. So, what is the solution for this? For x of n is u of n implies x of z is equal to 1 by 1 minus z inverse, or you can write it as z by z minus 1, and ROC is coming to be as mod z greater than 1. So, this equation you got it, ROC mod z greater than 1. Okay. Let us see the next problem. The next question is x of n is equal to del of n. Okay. So, let us solve this one. Solution, first write the sequence x of n is equal to del of n. Draw the waveform. How to draw the waveform del of n waveform? del of n is defined only at 0, its value is 1. Del of n value is 1 at 0 and all other places it is 0. So, how it can be defined del of n? Del of n is equal to 1 for n is equal to 0 and is 0 for n not equal to 0. Okay? So, write the Z transform equation. Z transform of x of n is equal to capital X of z is equal to summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n z to the power of minus n is equal to summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity. Substitute x of n as del of n z to the power of minus n. How the del of n is defined? It is defined as 1 for n is equal to 0. So, del of n is defined only at n is equal to 0, its value is 1. At what value of n? At n is equal to 0. So, what happens? It becomes 1 because z to the power of 0 is 1. So, what is the conclusion here? So, what is ROC here? Entire z plane. So, for del of n, ROC is entire z plane. So, Z transform of del of n is 1 and ROC is entire Z plane. Okay. Let us see the third problem. If x of n is equal to 1 by 2 to the power of n u of minus n. So, first draw the waveform. I have to find the Z transform of this x of n. X of n is equal to 1 by 2 to the power of n u of minus n. Draw the u of n waveform first. U of n is defined from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Its value is 1 till infinity. This is u of n. What is u of minus n? Time reversal. 0, 1, 2 and so on. So, its value is 1. From 0, minus 1, minus 2 you have folded the waveform, time reversal. This is u of minus n. Okay. So, what is the definition now? U of minus when u of minus n value is 1 from minus infinity to 0. So, we can write it Z transform of x of n or Z transform of 1 by 2 to the power of n u of n is equal to x of z is equal to summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n z to the power of minus n, which is equal to minus infinity to infinity. Substitute x of n as 1 by 2 to the power of n u of minus n z to the power of minus n. Okay. So, x of z will be written as, so where is u of what is u of minus n value? Its value is 1 for what values? From minus infinity to 0, its value is 1. So, you can write the summation now, no need to write minus infinity to 0, you can write it as n is equal to minus infinity to 0, u of n value is 1. So, you can avoid this term and write simply as 1, 1 by 2 to the power of n z to the power of minus n. Okay. So, here we should get the limits from 0 to infinity. So, change it to n is equal to 0 to infinity, change the powers, it will become minus n and it will become plus n. 1 by 2 to the power of minus n z to the power of n, which is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity 1 by 2 to the power of minus 1 z the whole n. Okay. So, which is now again you have to use the summation formula, n is equal to 0 to infinity alpha to the power of n is equal to 1 by 1 minus alpha. Okay, so what you will write here now? X of z is equal to, what you will write here? One by 1 minus 1 by 2 inverse of z, 1 by 1 minus alpha. What should be the ROC for this one? This term, that is 1 by 2 to the power of minus 1 z should be less than 1. This is ROC. Okay. So, on simplifying, what you will get here? 1 by 2 to the inverse means 1 minus 2z. So, you will get x of z as 1 by 1 minus 2z. And its ROC is 2 mod 2z less than 1. This is the ROC. Okay. We have seen 3 problems in this class. That is, the first problem is find the z transform of x of n, which is coming to be as x of n is u of n. So, z transform will be z by z minus a 1. ROC will be mod z greater than 1. Z transform of del of n is 1. ROC is entire z plane. Next problem we have done, find the ROC of 1 by 2 to the power of n u of minus n. So, its x of z is coming as 1 by 1 minus 2z and ROC is mod 2z less than 1. I hope you have understood the class. If you have any queries, post in the comment section. Thank you. Good luck, students.